It's been 84 years. It's been 84 years. 84 years.
Okay, so not quite that long, but still a good 14 years. And that's right, guys. We are talking about the big one, the epic movie that I was hyped up as mess to see. As you can see from the garb here, I do love Disney. I love a little bit of Pixar. Anything really animation-wise, I've got a huge soft spot for. And just being able to see The Incredibles 2, I literally just came from the theater and saw it tonight. It was amazing. It was great. And it was so good to see these characters back again, 14 years later. And with that, there are some expectations, some questions, and some overall concerns with this movie. Does The Incredibles 2 live up to the hype? I will say firstly, before jumping into this movie, that it actually does have a short before it, which I really enjoyed, and it's called Bao, or Bo, or Bao, well, however you want to say that, B-A-O, literally. It was an endearing tale of a family growing up, honestly. It was really told from the mother's perspective, and it was kind of a example of seeing her son grow up and kind of like her not willing to let go of like the baby he was, or the baby that she saw him as. It was a really touching and enduring tale, seeing that like parents do struggle with like letting their kids grow up and really like letting them leave that nest. And it was really heartwarming and touching to see the story unfold in such a way, and really realizing like what happens at the end. And it does really have a good happy ending as well. Bao just really kind of reminded me to appreciate every day, appreciate your friends and family, all of your loved ones, and to just not rush your life, to enjoy every single moment you have with the ones you love. And I really appreciate that. Thanks for the short, Pixar. But getting on to the meat of the actual movie, the actual Incredibles 2. Man, it's gorgeous. It's great to look at, and it's super amazing just to have gone back to the movies again 14 years later after the first one and just experience all the love and magic that Pixar has. Obviously, they've made movies since then, but I'm just more so regarding the original characters of The Incredibles themselves. It's so great to see the story of these lovable people continue, and even though I might not think The Incredibles 2 is a perfect movie, I did still really enjoy the overall story they were trying to tell, and I think it's a good counterpiece to the first movie. I definitely feel like you need to watch both movies. Like they're great on their own. The first movie's great and the second movie's great on their own, but it really, really is a great companion piece from the first to the second and vice versa. Not going into too much spoilers here, but basically, in the second movie of The Incredibles, they are trying to bring the supers back. The superheroes, they're just called supers in the movie. But they're trying to bring all the supers back. They're trying to make them legal again, and really just to give praise and love to them back again. And you come to find out there's these people that want to really try to help them to do that. And Elastigirl gets chosen as kind of like the person to represent all the supers. And it's just really cool seeing her get some much needed love and attention, that it's kind of like a parallel to the first movie when Mr. Incredible was like the secret agent chosen guy. Now it's Elastigirl, and she's doing all her cool epic stuff out in the city and the streets and fighting and just trying to bring a good name to supers again. While on the flip side, Mr. Incredible is at home taking care of the kids and trying to make sure everything's okay and not everything goes chaotic and fall apart. And it was a really nice change up and nice dynamic, and I definitely think some of the scenes with Mr. Incredible at home just trying to live life. I definitely enjoyed the heart this movie brought, and there were so many times throughout the movie that there was just a big smile on my face and a nice little chuckle, because we're seeing other parts of these people's lives that we love and care about so much. Obviously, if you haven't figured it out from the trailers or from any of the themes of the movie, it's really all about family, and it's all about the Incredible family, about seeing more into their daily lives and how they function as a family, how they grow together, how they're sad together, how they might not be 100% okay all the time, how one of them might be mad at somebody and vice versa. This movie really humanizes them a lot more, and you see a lot more family dynamic and interaction, just basic things, and it's nice to see. It's nice to see the other side of the coin, other than just the epic, amazing superhero stuff. The Incredibles 2 is much more of like, hey, you're gonna kind of experience them on their boring, mundane school things, like learning how to do math again type of stuff. It was cool just seeing the family interact more and become closer. I would definitely say if the first movie was the ordinary becoming incredible, pun intended, then the second movie is much more so in the same vein of the incredible becoming ordinary again. Again, that's why I say the first and second movie are more of a companion piece to each other, because you see the prominence, the rise, and the fame, and all the epicness and the crazy showdown stuff in the first movie. And the second movie does have stuff like that too, but the second movie is way much more of kind of like downtime and relaxing and just growth and development for all these characters. And I'm not by any means saying that's a bad thing, but when you do look at it as a movie, I would definitely say the first one is by far more entertaining than the second one, in my personal opinion. I enjoyed the second movie. I think it's great. I'll buy the Blu-ray when it comes out because I love Pixar. I definitely think the first movie is just better in a lot of areas. There's a lot more action. I feel like the pacing's better. There felt like there was actually tension there because you didn't know what was going to happen or what was going on, and that Sinestro might actually, do some damage and kill some people because he has already killed a ton of people. The first movie just had so much more bigger stakes, I felt like, than the second movie. And don't get me wrong, the second movie does have some cool stuff going on, and it does have some important things as well. I just feel like the second movie is just a more down-to-earth, more calmer experience to the first. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, and some people might like that more. But I think for me, just judging it as a movie, I felt like the first one just kind of did everything just a little bit better, other than the personal time and humanizing these characters. Which is why, again, I say they're just more of a companion piece. They flow together. It's kind of like one big epic movie, honestly. That being said, however, the ending of the second movie, kind of like the last act, the climax, it did get pretty tense there. I liked a lot of the things they did, kind of utilizing everybody in the family, yes, including Jack, and how things go down and how things are solved and resolved are really cool, and I really appreciated that about the second movie. I just wish we would have got a after credits scene. So yeah, don't stick around after the theaters. I stuck around for a little while and nothing happened. So you're more than safe to go home after everything's over. But, I just figured superhero movie, I guess Marvel's just got me used to it. I'll stay up for the credits, But you're safe, you're good. And The Incredibles 2 overall, it's a fun little movie. It's nice, it's neat. Definitely go see it with the family, the friends, the kids, your grandma. They're all going to love it. And I enjoyed it as well. But compared to the first movie, I think the first movie is just a little better in most ways. And I think overall, I'm going to give The Incredibles 2 a 7 out of 10. And guys, thank you all so much for watching. You are all amazing, beautiful. Definitely go see the movie. Definitely let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Let me know your favorite parts and your opinions, maybe compared to the first and second. Whatever it is, put it all down in the comments below. Major love to you all, and we'll see you next time.